What is up guys, it's Untitled again here, and today I'm bringing you another League of Legends guide. This time it's Vayne 101. We're going to cover the basic mechanics, the laning phase and itemization you're going to try and go for when you're playing Vayne. So let's start with runes and masteries. I run 9 AD reds, 9 armor yellows, 9 glyphs of magic resist and 3 quints of attack speed. Now you can tweak these to fit your own preference, for example switching 4 or 5 glyphs of attack speed or taking some HP on your seals. Each setup will have perks and disadvantages, but this page is the standard ADC page and does well against all matchups. For masteries, I go 21, 9 and 0, picking up Frenzy and 2 points in Warlord. Now in other ADCs it's often better to drop a point out of Warlord and Frenzy and put them into Spell and Blade Wielding, but Vayne has very few active skills in her kit, so the extra damage rarely applies. Now let's cover some laning techniques. The first is super simple and often unimpactful, but it does help you reach lane faster. Simply Q towards your lane when it's off cooldown. You never know, you might not miss some of that sweet EXP. These next two tips are very general and can be applied across the entire ADC role, but I thought they were worth a mention. In this game I'm lucky enough to have a DC support, but I don't call GG well played. Knowing the enemy Blitzcrank is a serious threat, I'm going to stay behind my minion wave and when necessary move completely out of the lane. It's always better to lose a few minions than feed a kill and lose all the XP and gold you might have got under the tower. And we actually end up winning this game when Morg reconnects. Here's a clip from that same game. After pushing out the bot wave, I noticed the wave mid is nearly at the tower and our mid laner is nowhere nearby. So I'll rotate mid lane to soak up the otherwise wasted golden experience. This is incredibly important as keeping up in CS keeps you relevant even without kills. Always keep your eye on the map for some free farm after an objective or a kill. Moving on to laning, it's well known that Vayne is a late game hyper carry, and it's true. And this is something you need to consider in the early game also. Try not to trade against AD carries with range like Kate or Jinx. This is generally a bad idea, especially with a strong engage from their support, because you'll just walk into auto attack and get auto attack twice back. Also remember that ADCs like Corki, Lucian and Graves get massive power spikes when they get their first item, because their skills will scale with the AD or ability power they buy. Vayne is able to teamfight at all stages of the game, but trading is another issue. Also remember, you don't always have to go in when your support engages, if you don't think it's a good idea. And just remember, you're not the one making the plays. Let the support carry you in lane and then you'll carry them in the late game. The standard trading combo works like this: auto attack, and then using your passive to catch up, tumble and get the third auto attack proc with silver bolts. Your Q is also good for duking those skill shots. Now let's cover some small skirmish tactics. In this clip, a gank from Vi helps secure the kill on the Jinx. However, I miss an easy condemn from an out of position Lee Sin, meaning we don't pick up a double kill. A small mistake which led to not picking up an extra kill there. This time in a similar situation, Vi comes in from the gank and I use my ult to close the distance. Lee once again puts himself out of position next to the wall, but I don't hesitate to condemn and secure the kill. In this clip, Vi decides to pitch a tent down bot as she comes in for an extra gank. Here is an example of using flash to aggressively position yourself to condemn an enemy to the wall. I use flash to avoid Thresh's E, condemn him to the wall, and then press the assault with my ult to give chase and secure the kill under tower. However, condemn can be used defensively. It's a great source of self-peel. In this clip, I use the combination of my ult and condemn to push Diana away from me and grant myself some stealth. In hindsight, I should have tumbled sideways to avoid losing the auto attack range and secure the kill faster. A simple flash to get in range secures the double kill. Condemn isn't your only form of self-peel. Use your summoners and your blade active to make sure you escape those ganks. And leave your support for dead. Fuck you, Annie. Now let's talk about builds. The standard is a Blade of the Ruined King rush on Vayne, after which you pick up your boots, Infinity Edge, and a crit item. I personally pick up a crit item before IE. The choice of PD and Shiv is simply up to circumstances. For example, Shiv will provide your team with a little bit of wave clear, whilst PD provides exceptional DPS. You should always leave one slot spare for a defensive item, such as Mercurial Scepter or Banshee's Veil. Against a heavy AD team, don't be afraid to pick up randomins, it will really help. And that just about wraps up my guide, so thank you very much for watching. If you made it this far into the video, please make sure you let me know in the comments, because it makes me feel real good about myself. You can also check some of my other content out here and here. and I will see you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.